Hello and a warm welcome to a very special podcast series, SheDiaries. In this series, we are having conversations with trailblazing women from all across the world, from North America to South America to Africa to India, China, Russia, rest of the world, and of course, people right here in the NCR. We are speaking to people, our guests in this podcast are those who have accomplished levels, smashing multiple glass ceilings and going through several barriers, which at one point appeared almost insurmountable. They have left a template for others to follow. Their stories of inspiration, their journeys have inspired many young women and girls to follow their path. In this episode, I have with me one such lady, Priyambada Gatani, founder Industale. Welcome to the show, Priyambada.
Thank you, sir.
You're in the business of fashion.
Right.
Tell me something about it. How did entrepreneurship come about, and what does Industale do?
So entrepreneurship was always the choice because my parents run a business. They run an event management, experiential marketing agency. So that was always a very active thing that I've seen growing up. And marketing also by default became a very obvious choice. So I'm actually a marketing professional by profession. Fashion was something I was always interested in. I always wanted to have a brand of my own. I just didn't know what the idea of that brand would be. What would it be based on? What would I be selling? What value would I be bringing? So the idea of Industale actually came about after I delivered my baby. And while everything else was taken care of, the first and the only thing that got neglected was how I was dressing up. So I did not care about how I was looking naturally because that was not a priority. So I was always in oversized clothes or pajamas for that matter. And that's when I realized that, okay, this is the right time to start. And I've actually found what I need to do. So Industale is about creating clothes that fit in your everyday fast life. They make you look put together without putting in a lot of effort. And that is something that has always been my style and subconsciously also now translated into the brand.
So you are a digital only company?
Yes, we are only selling through our website right now.
And what about manufacturing?
We have our own in-house manufacturing, so that gives a lot of quality control. It gives a lot of design control. That helps us, maintain our timelines and our production very tightly. And as a fairly newer brand, I feel production quality is something that is of utmost importance, especially when your USP or what you're trying to sell is comfort. That comfort has to be, taken care of first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The reason you probably would have become a digital only company is also to contain the overheads of real estate.
Yes, absolutely. So it's not just the rental cost, it's also the running cost, it's also the manufacturing cost, maintaining dead stock, what to do with that dead stock. Also, because when you open a store, you just can't expect people to walk in, right? You have to have some value that you bring in, and that takes some time. So definitely opening a store is on the cards. It's a plan, it's a goal. But probably a few years down the line, when we've been able to cement ourselves in the target audience that we want to.
And as a young mother and an entrepreneur, how has motherhood influenced the way you have built your company and the brand?
I think it has made me very, very focused and disciplined, knowing that I have, as people around me say, two projects to take care of, my baby and my company. I have 1,000 things that I need to do in a single day. So I don't have time to waste.
Yeah.
I have to be very, very meticulous. I have to plan my day. I have to plan my tasks. I have to plan my time. Right. So contrary to the belief that it makes you distracted or your mind is at two places all the time, I think it's quite the opposite. Your mind is literally where you are at that moment, because you're soon going to move on to the next.
Right.
So it really increases the productivity and efficiency. And I truly feel now, when I look back, I feel I was very lazy, and now I'm just always on the go, and I get things done faster.
So basically brought in the efficiencies of just-in-time supply chain to your home as
Absolutely.
your work as well.
Absolutely.
You've done Industale blends, as you said, heritage with modern living.
Yeah.
How do you personally navigate that balance?
For example, I am very, I would say, old-fashioned in some words. When it comes to raising my child, we follow a very strictly no screen policy. I don't give him medicines a lot. I truly believe in the power of home remedies. So that is the culture that has been passed on to me through generations. So if he has a cold, I would turn to my mom or grandmom. Okay, what do I give? So we give him a joint potli, we give him tulsi shahed adrak. I don't give him medicine. And but that doesn't make me any less modern. That doesn't mean that I don't believe in medicine. So that is just somehow how I am. That's just my personality since the beginning, and that is what is translated into the brand as well. We want to keep our roots alive, roots in terms of the fabrics we use, the prints we use, the techniques, embroidery, everything. But the silhouettes can be modern.
Right.
Because while I am an Indian, I'm still moving into a global stage. I'm still moving around that circle. So that aesthetic, that sensibility has to come out.
That's right. And tell me something which you would describe probably as the toughest moment or toughest phase in your entrepreneurial journey, and how was it about, and how did you come out of it?
I think, sir, it's not one moment, especially as a startup. It repeatedly happens. So, on a day where you get a lot of orders, you're on top of the world. You feel like nobody can stop you now. You're unbeatable, and you're going to grow, and you're going to kill it, and you're going to be there. But on the days that are fairly lower, you feel really scared because you have salaries to pay, you have bills to pay, and now you don't know. So that's a seesaw that you go through on a daily basis.
Right.
So it's not one moment that makes you feel that you're navigating it. I think every day that you wake up, hoping that today is going to be better than yesterday, and if it's not, you sleep telling yourself that okay, tomorrow will be. So it's a journey. Every day you have to keep at it, and sometimes you look at your team. I look at my team and I realize, I tell myself that okay, it's not for me that I'm doing it alone, it's also for them. They are also relying on me, believing in me that okay, she's going to make it big and we're going to grow together. So that gives you a lot of motivation. So it's a journey. It's like an emotional journey, roller coaster that we go through on a daily basis, actually.
Absolutely. And what is the one lesson entrepreneurship has taught you that you did not expect?
That things don't go always as planned. I am a Capricorn, so I love to plan things out. I love to have it organized, milestones set, need to achieve them at that time. But entrepreneurship and having a child both together at the same time has taught me that it's not always going to work out that way. Sometimes you have to change your goals. Sometimes you have to move your goalpost. Sometimes you have to change your direction. You have to keep pivoting. And even if things work out, great. Even if they don't work out, they will work out at some point.
Absolutely. It's a great note to end with. Incidentally, I'm also a Capricorn. So many thanks, Priyambada, for taking the time out and dropping by to have this conversation with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.